Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we are here for a reading about the person on your mind and your connection to each other. I actually had to re-record the intro for today's reading, so I have our first 4 cards already pulled for us. But today's reading is going to be about the changes that are going on within this connection. It was my intention that this reading would find those of you out there that have been picking up on some sort of shift that's going on. Maybe you haven't quite been able to put your finger on it yet, but you can tell something is changing. Maybe there's been a shift in your person's behavior, or energetically you're just picking up on something going on beneath the surface. We are going to talk about those subtle shifts and changes here today. I'm getting started with the oracle cards, and then after that we're going to dive deeper using the tarot. Like I said, I had to re-record the intro, so I already have our first 4 cards out. I haven't pulled any tarot yet, but let me show you the oracles that I have gotten out for us. Our first card is the beaver. That's water energy. We also have the lizard, fire energy. We have the bear, earth energy. And we have the otter, more water energy. The back of the deck is the dragon, which is the solar plexus chakra. Right underneath that is the golden egg, which is the heart chakra. So that ties in with the first thing I want to talk about with you guys. I feel like there definitely has been an energetic shift between you and your person. It's more than likely that the two of you are picking up on each other's moods and emotions quite easily at this time. You're feeling very sensitive towards each other. And I don't just mean like emotional sensitivity, like you're sensitive to each other's energy. There's a lot of intuitive communication that's going on between the two of you. You might find that you can very easily pick up on your person's mood or shifts. Their tone of voice, even if it changes subtly, you can kind of get a read on why that has happened or what's going on internally within them, and vice versa. Almost like the two of you are tuned into each other like a radio dial. You're very much in tune with one another on an energetic level, and I also feel on an emotional level as well. So I feel like you've been able to pick up on that shift. Maybe you haven't been able to really identify it, or your person might not be able to put words to that, but it's kind of like this unspoken connection and communication that's happening between the two of you. That's increasing, and that's definitely shifted. You are definitely more in tune with one another. Now with the beaver, I feel like on a 3D level, things are actually picking up and becoming more serious between the two of you as well. The beaver talks about like the energy of hard work, building, and like cultivating a family. And so to me, that seems like the two of you are getting more serious in the 3D with one another. Maybe you are considering starting a family, or, you know, moving in with one another, building a home or buying a home together. But like working really hard to create this sort of family-like unit with each other, becoming more united in the 3D. I feel like you're getting closer and closer to having a more stable and serious bond with each other in the 3D. That also explains the energetic shift that's going on too. You're more in tune. You are basically, the union between the two of you is going on in the 3D and the 5D. It's all kind of coming together and things are getting heightened. I see here that this connection is essentially ascending naturally to its next level. With the bear, I feel like there's a new beginning. It could be that both of you are kind of feeling like new parts of yourselves are emerging. I don't even think that this relates to the connection itself. It's more about the two of you individually. You're becoming your authentic selves, and that's helping the two of you to align and grow as a couple or as a partnership as well. You're more in tune with yourself. Your person is becoming more in tune with themselves. And so therefore, kind of like as a byproduct of that, this connection is ascending as well. You're ascending, your person is ascending, and the two of you are kind of like climbing this ladder at the same time. And so therefore, the state of the connection is also rising up and leveling up, if that makes sense. I also feel like there's been a shift in playfulness between the two of you. Like both of you might be really enjoying each other's company more than ever. The Otter talks about like this almost youthful, playful, fun-loving, nonchalant type of character. And so I feel like the two of you might also be developing a better sense of friendship with one another. Maybe you're laughing more, you're having more fun. Things don't feel so serious in a bad way. Yes, you might be getting more serious with each other and leveling up the connection, but you're having a lot of fun in that process. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel pressured. You're just really enjoying each other's company. And joy, laughter, fun, and gratitude are also just very positive, uplifting, high vibrational energies. And so it seems to me like you're loving your life, your person is enjoying their life, and things are just really in harmony between the two of you. So there's definitely been a shift in emotions and intuitive communication between the two of you. I also feel like the connection itself is leveling up. It's reaching its next level. You might even notice in the coming days, weeks, or months, the two of you starting to get more serious with each other in the 3D, like having conversations about what comes next between the two of you, what the next steps are in growing your connection in the 3D. Whoa, that was loud. Sorry, you guys. Let's get a few tarot cards out now. Talk to me about the shifts and the changes that are occurring. What was that? It did not flip up right. Maybe they don't want me to use this deck. This deck is not... I'll switch. Hold on. We're going to switch decks. That one was just not feeling like it was going to come out right for me today. So maybe they want me to use this deck instead. There we go. All right, so our first card up is the Eight of Swords. I feel like you and your person are breaking these invisible chains, things that have held you back. Not necessarily held the connection back, but if somebody has had wounds or like self-limiting beliefs, I feel like those chains are getting broken. Self-confidence is also coming through. I think both you and your person are becoming more confident in yourselves. That's also helping the connection out. The more self-love you have, the better most of your relationships become when you honor and treasure yourself. The more you allow that energy to come to you as well from others. We also have Death, that's Scorpio energy. We have the World, and we have the Two of Swords, the end of indecisiveness. Okay, so it could be that for a period of time, you or your person were somewhat indecisive about each other. Maybe you were kind of testing the waters, or maybe somebody had like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. They were like, maybe like 50% sure this would work out, or 50% sure that things were going to keep moving forward. There was some kind of holding back or indecisiveness that was blocking this connection from moving forward. That cycle has come to an end, okay? The two of you are no longer feeling that indecisive energy or that uncertainty, that doubt. I feel like the confidence in self and confidence in each other and in this connection is increasing. And that's why things are starting to feel more fun and more playful. You feel like you're more in alignment with one another. You're tuned into each other. It's because I think there's been this like unspoken devotion increase between the two of you. Yes, maybe you already had a commitment prior to this shift. Maybe you had already agreed that, you know, you were committed to one another. Maybe you weren't, but now it's like on every level, there is this commitment and devotion to seeing this connection through. Nobody is indecisive anymore. There's no longer holding things back. 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. Both of you have like this deep level of commitment towards each other. So that cycle has come to an end. The back of the deck is the Eight of Wands. So I also feel like communication in the 3D and intuitively is getting better, and things are starting to move forward, not backwards. They're also not staying still. Things are moving forward rather quickly for the two of you. So that is what I'm seeing here. I feel like this connection is going places. I feel like I need to say. So I love to see that for you guys. I'm going to close today's reading off with a couple of messages just for you now. Your first message is the Wolf, Inner Strength. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for, This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. And then your affirmation is, I am in control of how I react to others. As always, I invite you to affirm this with me and the collective below if you would like to. I'm going to pack this reading up and leave it here. Thank you again for joining in. If the reading resonated, make sure to let me know by hitting the like button and subscribe for more in the future. And I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.